Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today's video will be a Star Wars theory based video. In Return of the Jedi, you can see an older man with a beard as part of the strike team on one of the forest moons of Endor. In Star Wars Legends, that character's name is Nick Sant, also called Gramps. He was the oldest member of the team and an expert in both survival and guerrilla warfare, but of course just because it was true in Legends doesn't make it true in canon, and it would appear that Lucasfilm had some different plans for the character. At Star Wars Celebration 2016, Dave Filoni presented his very own headcanon and said he wanted Sant to turn out to be Rex, still part of the rebellion after all that time, and he even admitted that saying that could be a spoiler, but that he might make it happen. Filoni is known for being very tongue-in-cheek, but at Star Wars Celebration 2017, it would appear that he and Pablo Hidalgo officially confirmed that Rex is indeed that rebel soldier. They threw up an image of Rex wearing a camouflage outfit very similar to the one seen in Return of the Jedi, pulling cheers of joy out of the audience. For those not in the know, the theory in question is that the above soldier, named Nick Sant in the Star Wars Legends continuity, is actually an elderly Rex. The theory first popped up right around the time Rex's redesign was unveiled, with many noting the similarities between the facial hair of Rex and Nick Sant. If we refer to Legends and say that the Clone Army was made in the same year that the Phantom Menace took place, 32 years before the Battle of Yavin, then Rex would be left at the ripe age of 36, 72 in clone years due to accelerated aging, when the attack on the second Death Star took place. Physically, this would make him older than Han is in The Force Awakens, so the evidence for the link is there, but there was no confirmation about it, until Star Wars Celebration 2017, when Dave Filoni outright confirmed the theory. The one thing that I've toyed with, and we'll see how I feel about this is probably a spoiler. I've said absolutely nothing today, and my wife's like, yeah, it's just like being at home. But I think the one thing I have really thought about is I really do think that Rex is that guy on Endor. I really do. Why else is there a bearded old guy on Endor? Why? It makes no sense. If you don't want that to happen, do you know what that means? I'm gonna make that happen. I'm getting like Palpatine. I'm getting power crazy. Quoted. We've also seen Commander Rex and Rebel Commando before, at the start of Season 5 of Star Wars The Clone Wars, in the War on Two Fronts episode, when a secret Jedi sponsored insurrection against the separatist operation of the planet Alderaan. The Rebels' uniform according to StarWars.com's episode guide based on concepts for the Rebel Commandos in the film. We'll look at Rex's helmet specifically. Unmistakably, this is extremely reminiscent of the Endor Rebel Commando helmets. We've seen this sort of imagery foreshadowed many times in the Clone Wars, with Anakin's Jedi armor strongly suggesting Vader's chestplate. Also Republic starships looming over Meriden in the Defenders of Peace, portending at the coming Empire, and the hellish well of the dark side in Ghost of Mortis, where Anakin has a vision of his future as Vader strongly echoing Mustafar, where that vision would come to pass. Rex was specifically chosen by Anakin for the mission because he can train the ragtag rebels to conduct guerrilla operations. It's reasonable to think that that's what he did for the Endor strike team too. He would be the one to disguise himself as an Imperial. In the film, Han taps a scout trooper on the shoulder, leading him around the corner to an assembly of rebel commandos. The elderly commando in question immediately sets his rifle on the ground. When we see the team entering the bunker, our bearded buddy is now putting on the scout's helmet, taking up his post guarding the bunker. Undeniably, this was part of the plan, judging by how quickly he acted. Why was he chosen for this task? Remember in Star Wars Rebels episode Stealth Strike when Kanan and Rex disguised themselves as stormtroopers? Rex is not a fan of the Imperial armor, but he's at ease playing the role. He knows their jargon well, having coined much of it himself, and he carries himself properly in uniform. Even before this is in the Clone Wars, as noted above on Alderaan, as well as on the mission to Zygeria in the episode Kidnapped, Rex has been known to wear disguise as well. So there you have it, a character from the Clone Wars and Rebels actually made their way into the movies, and that happened long before either of those shows were made to boot. It might even mean that Rex actually saw the end of the war, meaning he could possibly retire and live out his last few years in peace. Well, there you go guys, hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to subscribe to join the Kenobi crew and turn on post notifications so you don't miss the last couple of episodes to my Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker Expanded novel series. Until next time, may the Force be with you, always.